Hello everyone. Today I'm at Cedar Point with my friend Ethan. We are here to do the tallest roller coaster in the world, Top Thrill 2. I've never been on this version, I've only been on the dragster version. And at that point, King Caw was the biggest coaster in the world, but that doesn't exist anymore. So there's a slight period of time where this is gonna be the biggest one. So we gotta go experience it. We will be back. All right, we're headed to Top Thrill 2. It says it's less than a 15-minute wait, but I haven't seen it run yet. The park just opened a few minutes ago. And there she goes. Okay, looks like they were just testing that train because they're not really running anything right now. We're gonna head to Steel Vengeance or Maverick right now and try to get a ride on hopefully both of those. Wish us luck. We are in Frontier Town. We're headed to both Maverick and Steel Vengeance. Yes. Those are my two favorite roller coasters in the world. So, I'm very excited. All right, I know we're only 20 minutes into the day, but this is only a 5-minute wait. This is normally like the longest wait.
Can I get an oh yeah? You're going to run Maverick?
Right, we just got off of Maverick.
So fun.
So good. One of my favorites. I've always said that's my second favorite coaster that I've ever been on. The ride is kind of broken into two portions. The first part, you go over the steepest drop in the park. And then the second portion, there's like a launch. And you go into a tunnel, it's like a train tunnel, you launch out of there. That last portion, incredible. Now we're gonna go on what I've always called my favorite coaster since I first went on it, Steel Vengeance. And I lied. Steel Vengeance, we walked over and they just announced that it's down for maintenance. So
it's a disgrace.
All right. We don't know when it'll be open. Top Thrill is also down still. So we're gonna do Maverick again. It says 5 minutes, definitely a bit longer, but probably closer to 15. We got out of line because Top Thrill 2 just opened. And it says it's under a 15-minute wait. I'm sure it won't be when we get there. Wish us luck. We just did front row on the tallest roller coaster in the world. For now. We just did Top Thrill 2, front row. I don't know if I've ever done front row on that. What is that? Can you see it? There's a dead bug on me. Yeah, that was awesome. That was so cool. The part where we go backwards, I think was my favorite, especially fun. Going up the hill backwards, I thought was the coolest part. And just like looking down. Yeah. So now, Steel Vengeance is open. That's my favorite. We're gonna go do that real quick. Hopefully it's still short. In total, we waited about an hour for Top Thrill 2, which is not that bad. I think that's the only time we'll do that one today. So I think we're both fine waiting that long. It's a new one. We're both just happy we got on it. But Steel Vengeance and Maverick, we'll be hopefully riding more. I will say, a ride is opening up sometime soon in Six Flags in Saudi Arabia, and that'll be the tallest coaster. But for now, we've got that title right here in Ohio. Shout out to Lusty Lil.
The headache, the heartache, the backache, the flops.
Here we go. Okay, Steel Vengeance is down for weather, as is the entire park. So we got out of line, we waited a hot minute, but we ended up getting out of line because the rain stopped and started again, and we're starving. It's about 1:30, maybe even later, and we've done 2 rides. But I have a cheese on a stick. I got a cheese on a stick, Ethan got a corn dog, and a cherry Coke. We got chips. Yeah. All right, looks like it is testing. Everything in the park is testing. So finally gonna get something to reopen now that the weather has passed. And just as we get in this massive line, they reopened it. So talk about good timing. Okay, we just got off Steel Vengeance, and am I converting from a Steel Vengeance is the best ride person to a Maverick is the best ride person? I might be. Maverick just hit today. I don't know if it was because we were in the front row and Steel Vengeance we were like in the middle of the train, but I don't know. I enjoyed Maverick a little bit more today. I have to be honest. The seats were very uncomfortable. I didn't really know what to do with my arms. I felt really squished in there on Steel Vengeance. Still a great ride. Amazing layout. Overall, hopefully we get to do both again today, but it is already past 2 and we've only done 3 rides. So I don't know. And it's gonna rain again later. So we'll see.
There's no business like show business like no business I know. Tell me it's so. And see your feelings have their lives. There's no people like show people. They don't run out of dough. Angels come from everywhere with lots of check. And when you lose it, there's no attack. Where did you get money that you don't get back? Let's go on with the show.
All right, so something I'm used to, and anyone that goes to Disney or Universal is used to, is original characters for the parks. But Disney and Universal aren't the only ones that have original characters. Here at Cedar Point, they've got Lusty, who runs the saloon over in Frontier Town. And I just had a couple little clips there of Lusty Lil's Western Roadshow, which is a show that they've got going on here, just on the side of the road here in Frontier Town. And we love Lusty Lil. She's great. So over here in Frontier Town, they've got the Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill. This is brand new. This used to be an antique car attraction, which I famously loved. So I feel like I'm walking on secret ground right now. So now that we've done the 3 main rides we wanted to do, now we can get to the good stuff. The doctor is in, but she's missing. These catacombs stretch for miles beneath Camp Snoopy. Ethan's gonna get a slushie. He's so excited. Ethan was a doll. He just did a whole photo shoot for me all around Camp Snoopy. So I'm wearing a little Peanuts Records shirt. Super cute. I had to get a bunch of pics. Ethan's icy looks insane, right? I literally was like, oh my god. He was like, do you want me to get another straw? And I was like, yes. Give us the taste test.
Magnificent.
It looks magnificent. That's like one of the crispest ices I've ever seen. I love this little Camp Snoopy sign. So adorable. Like, come on. Right now we're walking under the corkscrew, which notably hurts a lot. Fun fact about Valravn, it actually spells Ohio with the tracks. So right here with this loop, you're gonna see the O. Right here, it's gonna be a lowercase h. Right there, lowercase I. And of course, a lowercase o. So zoom out a little bit and you can see the whole thing. Ohio. Wow. Then all the way back there is going to be their brand new coaster opening in about a week and a half. That is going to be Siren's Curse, the first ever tilt coaster, I believe, in America, and the tallest, fastest, and longest of its kind. Back there. Something I always seem to forget when I'm not here, there's so many bugs here, because you're on a lake, but you just aren't thinking about it when you're thinking about the park outside the park. There's a lot. This park actually has 2 Snoopy themed lands. The other was Camp Snoopy, and this right here is Planet Snoopy. I'm a bigger fan of Camp Snoopy, but right here we got a cute little Snoopy statue. Now we're gonna go do the Gatekeeper. It says it's a 10-minute wait. All right, Gatekeeper kind of hurt today. I don't know if we're just old. Maybe we're old now, but yeah, it kind of hurt a little bit. I'm old. It's still a fun layout, and it's a really pretty coaster at the front of the park. I do love it, but I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. All right, time for the Wild Mouse. It looks like it might be down for a moment. They're testing it with empty cars, but the line doesn't look too long. We're already over here, and this is a new coaster credit for the both of us. So we're definitely gonna try and get on this one. Okay, literally as we got in line, they made the announcement that Wild Mouse is going down for weather. We are just gonna go walk around some shops, I think. I'm assuming most, if not all, the rides are closed now for weather. So yeah, we're going back in Planet Snoopy right now. All right. I love the, what? I love the Snoopy, all the Peanuts music in the Snoopy lands. Look at my dude. My dude.
It's my dude.
He's our dude. He's everyone's dude. He's Snoopy. So just like Disney World, they've got shoulder plushes here. They have Cedar Point shoulder plushes or seagulls with fries, and these are way cheaper. These are only 15 bucks. Super cute. Alrighty, if you know me, you know I'm a big pin guy. I want to show off my haul of what I got today. Now I do have some pins from Cedar Point in years past, so I didn't get pins of everything, but I got a lot. Before we go into pins, I got this awesome Maverick sticker for 4 bucks. Maverick. I'm starting to think it's my favorite. Regardless, I've always loved Maverick. Special place in my heart for Maverick. I had an old dog named Maverick, and I love this one. Had to get a Top Thrill 2 pin, so I got this one right here. Really cool backing as well, and this one's gonna be $8.99. I also love the Sky Ride here. I don't know if we'll get on it today, but this pin was $13, and I think this is super cute. I love this, so unique. How they hang down, I love it. Right here, I think I had the realization today that I don't think I have a pin that just says Cedar Point. So I just got this one. It has a big picture of the whole park, even with the Breakers Hotel right there in the front, and it says Cedar Point. This is $8.99. This is another one I'm not sure if we'll get on it today, but it is for the Cedar Downs Racing Derby. This is like my favorite carousel ever, and it's for the ride's 60th anniversary. I think that's so cute. Then I also got this one of the Giant Wheel here at Cedar Point for the 50th anniversary of that attraction. I think this is a cute pin as well. We popped into the Snoopy store. This is so cute. It says $25, and that is so cute. I don't know if I'll be getting it because I don't know exactly where I'll be wearing this, but that is adorable. Everyone vote, should Ethan get the hat? Right. This store used to be so cute. It had like a big Snoopy doghouse right here, and then the inside was adorable. And then they killed the store to turn it into this generic store. Why? I did get a couple things though. This Camp Snoopy sticker made exclusively for the parks here. This was $4, super cute. And then I got a Cedar Point magnet, Snoopy on the doghouse. This one's super cute. It was $6.99. Oh my God, I see Snoopy. Oh, Snoopy to save the day.
Happiness should be shared, and thank you all for sharing with us. Be sure to check out all of the other live entertainment here.
it looks like Cedar Downs Racing Derby is reopening. And I actually love this ride. This is like my favorite carousel ever. So I'm super happy that this is opening. This is like a breath of fresh air being on a ride. I'm so happy right now. Thank God. Here we go. I got my horse. We got a winner right here. Ethan's on a loser. Notice how I ended up in front. You did great. Good job. Here's some sugar cubes. So on Cedar Downs, it's a very large carousel and it moves very fast. Like that thing is whipping. And also you see little tracks. Each of the horses go back and forth. They race. So easily best carousel out there. I love it. We are now getting in line for Valravn. It says about 45 minutes. I don't know if that's accurate, but let's hope it's less. All right, update. We're in line for Maverick again, and we just did Steel Vengeance for the second time, but this time we did in the front row. Amazing. That's the best roller coaster on this planet. That was amazing. I haven't been on Iron Gwazi in Busch Gardens yet, but of what I've been on, she's still number one.
Okay, let's see.
All right, we're about to get on Maverick. It took about 30 minutes. It said 45, only 30, and we're doing the back row.
All clear. And on a higher right here on Maverick. Goodbye. All clear.
Just as we were leaving Maverick, heard the announcement that the ride is down for weather literally as we were getting off. So we are extremely lucky, and if that's our last ride, I'll be satisfied. And I think it will be, because I'm pretty sure it'll be stormy the rest of the night. But we'll see. All right, I just got some Maverick merchandise. I love the ride. I love the aesthetic of the ride. I'll do a haul a little bit later because we're on the way out of the park now. Pretty much every single ride in the park is down for weather again, and it looks like it's going to be a severe thunderstorm warning for the rest of the night here. So it's time for us to get out. We did miss out on Millennium Force. We're going to do a walk by of that area though on our way out because we haven't gone to the side of the park. But unfortunately, we did miss out on that one today. We also didn't get on the Wild Mouse, which is a new one for us. But it's just another reason to come back.
Maverick twice.
We did Maverick twice and Steel Vengeance twice. So we can't complain. I still don't know which one I like more. They're both so good. I think I really like Steel Vengeance in the front, but I really liked Maverick in the back.
Maverick host.
All right, grow up. I don't think this ride runs anymore, but it's like a little boat tour ride. And I would have loved to have done that. But I just don't think it's like a thing anymore. I don't know. We're live from the petting zoo where the camel escaped. I don't know when that was, but I have the picture of it right here. And we're just saying hi to everyone. The camel's somewhere back over there. I saw him hanging out. And these guys have a lovely view of Millennium Force. They're so lucky. There they are in all of their glory, the camels themselves. Wow. All right, I swear to God, this whole thing was moving like 2 seconds ago and it just stopped as we walked up to it. So I don't know what that's all about, but whatever. I gotta highlight the horse chairs. Like, what? Look at this lovely view. This is crazy. Honestly, this is my favorite part of the park. The Frontier Trail, Frontier Town Trail. And there's like Millennium Force right there. You got the petting zoo. It looks so nice. It's themed so well over here. There's so many little activities, like this little gemstone mining right over here that we're passing, and a log cabin settlement. There's just so many cute little things. I think it's adorable. It is so quiet around here. I love it. This is so nice. There she is, that beauty behind me, Miss Millennium Force. I'll see you again some other time, beauty. But you can see that storm rolling in. Right here, here's a nice look at the Siren's Curse attraction coming June 28th. Notice how we did not do Rougarou, and we're not sad about it. All right, this literally in seconds. This is nuts. Okay, hey, we are walking again after a few minutes. It's still raining, but it's not like typhooning anymore. That was a Florida moment, like just that random torrential downpour for just a few minutes. All right, I got this adorable little plushie for $15. And it's a Cedar Point on a beach ball, and it's Snoopy. It's so cute, and he's in the rain, looking at Cedar Point. All right. He did pick it out. All right, we found this store in the front, kind of by the Carousel, right at the exit of the park or entrance. The Snoopy stuff here, there's so much more. I guess not as much as the Snoopy store, but like there's a lot of different stuff. Like these cups were not in that store. These sweatshirts were not. I don't know, there's a lot of different options here. And these bags, so cute. And we're headed out. I'll do overall thoughts when it's not raining. Alrighty, before I go into my overall thoughts of the day, I want to do a final little merch haul. This is the stuff I got from the Maverick store at the end of the night. First things first, this super cute Maverick shirt. This is a large. I have a feeling this is going to shrink in the wash, which is why I got a large instead of a medium, which is what I normally wear. I love this design. I love yellow. Super cute. This was 32 bucks. Super soft, super comfy. Definitely a win. Here is going to be a better look at the design on that Maverick shirt. I also got this Maverick ornament for $25. I debated this one a lot because I think the price is a little bit steep for what it is, but I looked at it all day long, every single time I saw it, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get it. It's super cute, and I'm excited to have it. Last, but certainly not the least, is this 3D coaster cutout wooden model of the Maverick train. And it's just the front car with some of the track, but this is super cute. So excited to put this together when I get back to Florida. This was a bit hefty with pricing. This was $45. I debated this one for a moment, but at the end of the day, super cute. I can't wait to set this up in my apartment. I think it's going to look really cute, and I don't necessarily regret it. I mean, look at that. That's adorable. All right, I want to give some final thoughts to Cedar Point. I love that place. Used to go there all the time when I lived in Ohio. It's been 6 years since I've been there, so I've been wanting to go back very badly. And I definitely think I'll be going back again soon, probably next year. I really want to go on Siren's Curse, the new tilt coaster coming soon. Didn't get to go on Wild Mouse, and there's a lot of other coasters I didn't get to go on. Plus, I just love it there. You know, it's a fun time. The weather kind of just made the day go a little bit different than planned, but overall, still had a great time. I wanted to give a ranking of the coasters we did. We only did 6 rides all day, and only 5 of them were coasters. So I do have a ranking with all the other rides that I've been on. I've been on all the coasters there before at some point in my life, other than Wild Mouse, because that one's newer. But I've been on all the other coasters, so like rides like Millennium, I didn't get to go on it yesterday, unfortunately. I just want to rank the 5 that I did go on. So if you're like, where's Millennium? I didn't ride it yesterday. That's why it's not in my 5 from yesterday. The last time I did Millennium was 6 years ago, so it's not fresh in my mind of where I'd placed it in the rankings. I know it would be in top 5 somewhere, but just want to talk about the 5 from yesterday. So at the bottom of that list, I'm going to put Gatekeeper, and I do love that one a lot. I love the layout of it. I love the keyholes. I think it's such a cool coaster to have right in the front of the park. It looks really nice. I love the part at the beginning where you're going over the hill and then you kind of twist and go upside down, kind of. I think that's really neat. But at the same time, I honestly thought it was pretty rough. And that's a coaster that I always used to think was smooth. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I did find it to be a little bit rough. My neck was hurting after that one. So that was a one and done for me yesterday. If I went back, I would definitely do it again, but that's why I put that one at the bottom of my top 5. Now, mind you, all 5 of these coasters, I love them all. They're all fantastic coasters, so none of these were bad by any means. Number 4 from yesterday, Valravn. That one's a super fun one. I think the main thing that I was a little disappointed is it was a lot shorter than I remembered. I love the part at the beginning, right before you drop, where it just hangs you there. I think that is the neatest thing. If you get the chance, definitely do that in the front row. That's the best part. That drop right there, unbelievable. That one was a tiny bit rough for me as well, and the length of it was a lot shorter than I remembered, like I said. That's why I'm putting that one at number 4. Number 3 for me is going to be Top Thrill 2. That one is exquisite, definitely a major improvement to where it was before. So with Top Thrill 2, the best part, honestly, I thought was going backwards. I thought going up the hill was the coolest part. Not even going down the hill, not even going over the big arch of the coaster. I think just going up backwards on that hill, just looking down at everything below you and just seeing it getting further and further away from you was so awesome. And I love the feeling of going backwards on a coaster. I love Expedition Everest at Disney, Hagrid's at Universal. The element of going backwards on a coaster is always a big win for me. Definitely a major improvement for that ride at the park, and definitely still a good one. Not to mention the length of the ride is pretty much doubled. Number 1 and 2, this is where things kind of get shaky. These are like my top 2 coasters anywhere in the world that I've been on. There's plenty of coasters out there I haven't been on, but of the ones I have been on, these are my top 2. And I've always said that, and I still think that to this day. Honestly, these could be pretty interchangeable. I do think after sitting on it for a little bit of time, I'm filming this the day after I was at the park, I think I have a decision on my number 1, and I'm gonna talk about why. But truly, these are both incredible coasters. I could do them over and over again, and let's talk about it. So my number 2 is gonna be Maverick. That means my number 1 is Steel Vengeance. I think both of these attractions are just constant. Like, there's so many twists, turns, it's just fully kicking the whole time. Like on certain other rides, there's a couple moments where you're just sitting and it's relaxing. This one, that's just nonstop. You feel like you're gonna die, which is awesome. I think Maverick is a tiny bit rougher. They're both honestly pretty smooth if you ask me. Obviously they're throwing you around like crazy, but it's intentional with how they're designed. But I don't think they're actually like rough or shaky by any means. Steel Vengeance though, I think it just has the edge. I don't know really how to describe it. I think there's just a bit more of an adrenaline rush with that one. And the front row, especially on Steel Vengeance, there's nothing like it. It's just the best. I will say I think the back row on Maverick is better than the front row on Maverick. And overall, I love both those rides. The part of Maverick when you go into the tunnel and then launch out of there, and every moment after that, pure bliss. Like, that is what life is all about. And Steel Vengeance is just unbelievable. Like, the fact that that was designed and made and I can go on that, that's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you to whoever made that ride, because it's a masterpiece. But with all that being said, great time at Cedar Point. Cannot wait to go back sometime soon, hopefully. Hopefully we get on more rides next time, especially Millennium Force. I missed that one a lot. That is a classic. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe for more. Plenty of other videos just like this, especially if you're into Orlando theme parks. I go to Universal, Disney all the time, and anytime I go somewhere else like Cedar Point, I always try to get that on film. Comment down below your top coasters at Cedar Point, and if any of them make the top of your ranking for any theme park as well. I'll see you guys real soon, and we're happy.